This video looks at the doubting game as a means to understand the text through critical thinking. This is the second phase following the believing game. Within the doubting game, we are moving from accepting the text to examining it. The steps are: find any information that is accepted as true, but no proof is presented. Investigate the writer's expertise. Analyze the efficiency of any rhetorical techniques. Is the evidence presented appropriate? Question the claims being made. What is your personal feedback to what the author is stating? Suggest likely counterclaims. Question the writer's reasoning. Disagree with the writer. As it can be quite difficult to go through this exercise, especially if done soon after the believing game, take your time with it. Here are some helpful questions which Fletcher advises to keep in mind while applying this type of skepticism. Does the writer say anything that bothers me? Are any of the writer's claims unsupported? Does the writer draw any dubious conclusions? Does the writer contradict himself or herself? Do I disagree with any of the writer's claims or assumptions? Are there any reasons not to trust the writer? Does the writer leave anything out? So how do we apply these? I have read again each paragraph carefully. You might not want to read the same material again. Resist the temptation to skip reading. You'll find that information will look differently when you start with a different intention. Then I made notes under each paragraph, this time looking out for the doubting game guidelines. Here is the result. As already observed during the believing game, the central idea is already declared by the author in the title. I'm not sure why the author uses the word ignore here. I wonder if these benefits of psychedelics were already known but ignored? There is a strong claim here. The mental health emergency is characterized as devastating. The author's comparison of the transformative effect of psychedelic experiences with the pandemic seems pretty bold. It is stated that the Center of Psychedelic Research at Imperial College London was founded only more than a year ago. I wonder if that is enough time to reach such significant conclusions. In this paragraph, it is claimed that conventional antidepressants and talking therapy have not made a lot of difference for difficult-to-treat depression. There is no evidence provided to support this claim. In these sections, we are offered reasons against conventional drug treatments. They have not changed much since their discovery, come with side effects, their action moderates the stress response, affording relief but not cure, and requiring to be taken for several months or longer. And psychotherapy, although preferred by many people, it is very expensive, more difficult to access, and no more effective than drugs. No supporting evidence is provided for these claims. Perhaps much more comprehensive is a bit exaggerated here. The writer puts forward the claim that psychedelics appear to increase brain plasticity, which might be true, but I would have hoped for evidence to support this. There is no link to a study here, although I'm guessing the author has just not included it and it probably exists. In this paragraph, the experience of psychedelics is contrasted to the experience of taking conventional drug treatments. Revelation and epiphany are used to describe the impact of psychedelics. This is a very strong choice of words. No support evidence is offered, but the author does mention that the study reference is still undergoing scientific review. Getting psilocybin therapy licensed within the next 5 years is an idea that the author does not offer any support for. I wonder where he's taking this information from. Strong phrases are used in this paragraph. Petrol on flames, to suggest potential reactions against psychedelics for health. Stigma, evangelizers, passions to temper, contrasted by dispassionate scientific approach. Is this contrast used meant to make science look rational and wise? Here, the author makes a reference to the spiritual characteristics of the insights awakened by psychedelics use. This doesn't seem consistent with the scientific rationality used in the previous paragraph. Here there is a final appeal to pathos by using words like care, love, life, contemplated own impermanence. So there you have it. And for a final review, let's take another look at the doubting game guidelines.